Our mission at the Women's Center is to promote a Virginia Tech community that is safe, equitable, and supportive for women, and that celebrates their experiences, achievements, and diversity. Our goal every day here at the center is to advocate, educate, and empower all members of the Virginia Tech community, including faculty, staff, and students of all genders. Our programming and outreach initiatives focus on gender equity around issues that include leadership, wellness, and gender-based violence prevention. We also provide advocacy and support services for all members of the campus community who've been impacted by gender-based violence.
The Women's Center is a confidential resource on campus. We will work with folks in our community who have experienced all forms of gender-based violence and provide trauma-informed, advocacy-based short-term counseling and crisis management. Our advocates can support you through a variety of reporting processes such as Title IX investigation, law enforcement, student conduct, finding a counselor, and more. We do not work for any of these offices, rather we work with them in an effort to best support the individuals we serve. We only share information with these offices with your permission, except in the following circumstances. If a community member reports harm to us that happened on campus, we have to share this information with VTPD. However, we do not share your name. Also, if a community member is reporting an intent to harm themselves or someone else.
We host a variety of programming related to gender equity topics, from workshops, tabling, speakers, consultations, and more. We cover topics such as salary negotiation, bystander education, consent, reproductive justice, menstruation, and healthy relationships. We oversee and support history, heritage, and awareness months, such as Women's History Month and Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And we even host a podcast called Gender At that highlights and promotes the diverse experiences, accomplishments, and needs of the women in our community. The format of our programs and/or the topics that we cover are ever evolving, and we are continuing to modify them to best meet the needs of our community.
There are a variety of ways for students to get involved with the Women's Center. We host semester-long internships where students help with outreach, program planning, social media, and more. We also oversee 2 student groups, SAVES, also known as Sexual Assault and Violence Education by Students, which is a peer education group that facilitates interactive and educational programs addressing sexual assault, healthy relationships, stalking, and the effects of media on gender-based violence. AWARE is a student team that is responsible for developing curriculum and facilitating educational programs for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade girls at Blacksburg Middle School on topics such as healthy relationships, creativity, body image, and self-esteem, as well as facilitate workshops and mentor young girls. We also have a student receptionist team that is available for qualified work study students who are passionate about gender issues.
You might connect with us for a variety of reasons, including that you might refer to us for advocacy and support for a resident, friend, or even yourself. We're a confidential resource for all members of the Virginia Tech community around topics of sexual and relationship violence, stalking, and more. We can be a helpful resource not only to share with your residents or friends as they navigate taking care of themselves or seeking support around safety, academics, or well-being, but also for yourself as someone who may have experienced violence or as someone who hears these stories of harm, because we know that can be hard too. You might also connect with us to support community conversations and education on gendered issues. That can look like collaborating with us to host programs, film screenings, discussions, and outreach on topics of gender equity, such as bystander education, the gender pay gap, reproductive justice, consent, menstruation, masculinity, emotional labor, healthy relationships, and more. We can be a resource for highlighting awareness months or days, such as Women's History Month, Sexual Assault Awareness Month, or Domestic Violence Awareness Month, when we will be sharing important information across campus on these topics. We also often work with folks to create new opportunities that help meet the needs that you see in your community.
Our office is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are located at 206 Washington Street in the Little Yellow House. If you would like to connect with an advocate, you can call us at 540-231-7806, or you can email us at wcsupport@bt.edu. If you would like to collaborate with us on a program, you can fill out a request form on our website, or you can email us at wcprograms@bp.edu.